I'm Stephanie Qualls. I'm going to let our guest introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Glennis Hutchinson, the advisor recruiter at ICTC Sallisaw.
Okay, Glennis, tell us about your childhood.
So I grew up in West Texas. I was a sports girl through and through, played basketball, volleyball, ran track, did all of those things in my little small hometown. Thought I wanted to be a teacher, and so I did. I went to Lubbock Christian University in Lubbock, Texas, and got my education degree in early childhood. And then once I graduated from there, it kind of just took off. Got a job teaching career tech in North Carolina first.
Okay.
And then ended up in Oklahoma. So taught home ec, fax classes for a while, and ended up teaching special ed, filling in for counselor at Roland High School. And then this job came open, and I jumped at it and ended up, I love it.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your job. What do you do? And yeah, tell us all the things.
I wear many hats,
Okay.
but my biggest hat that I probably wear is probably recruitment. Going out to the schools, introducing our programs to students, letting them figure out what their interests are, and then seeing if their interests coincide with ICTC. So if we've got a program that we offer that they're interested in their career field, then we can actually connect those dots and get them in.
That's great. So just for the sake of students that maybe don't know, let's give it a high overview of just a quick little elevator pitch for ICTC.
Okay, so at ICTC we have 8 programs now. We'll start at the west end of our campus. We've got carpentry. So carpentry program, their biggest task that they have is building an entire house. So we build about a 1,400 to 1,500 square foot house now every year. The floor plans differ every year, so it's always something new. Our program across from that is going to be combination welding. Those students can do combo welding, pipe welding, TIG, stick. There is a little bit of stainless if they're interested. We can get that going too. But our goal for them is to be able to just either be local, or if they're willing to travel, go out and be a pipe welder. We've got automotive service technician across from them. That's going to be everything bumper to bumper inside the vehicle. So motors, brakes, oil, tires, just no auto body. So if there is a dent or anything, that's going to be auto body collision, and we don't offer that at our campus. Heating and air is also really hot and cool. In that class, it's all the heating and air for residential settings. If you wanted to do commercial, you could do that. You just have to take a little extra test. But that's going to be ventilation, the units that are outside that keep our houses warm or cool. The refrigeration section of like Walmart and that kind of thing, that's also that class.
Okay.
So that's a really big class for us as well. Cosmetology is next to that. So State Board of Cosmetology will give a student who completes 2 years of that program an actual cosmetology certificate, a license.
Wow.
So it's going to be the same thing as if you were to go to Fayetteville or Fort Smith and take one of those programs. It's the exact same license that comes out of our program.
Wow.
So that one's really big too. Our new hot off the press program is our plumbing program. With that program, you can actually do your journeyman. It's the same thing with our heating and air, but you get 2 years of your journeyman taken off.
Wow.
With our program as well. So that's new, and we're really excited about that program. We also have information technology. So that is going to be all things computers, server security, network security. We've got cybersecurity as well. Those students spend a lot of time obviously on the computers, but they have an opportunity to take a CompTIA test. We offer 2, and currently ICTC will pay for the students to take it one time.
Wow.
So if they can take it and pass it the first time, then it's really big.
Absolutely.
So if not, they can take it again at a discounted rate, but that first time it's about a $350 test.
Wow.
So pretty big.
That is
But,
huge.
Yeah.
That's
So
huge.
our other program is our HCC long-term care class. That's our CNAs. That's a 1-year program, but that is for high school students only during the daytime. But those students can get their CNA license and possibly go out to work at our VA center that's out there.
Right,
So
right.
currently those CNAs are making $20 to $22 an hour,
Wow.
which is really big.
For
So,
1 year.
For 1
Congratulations.
year,
That's
yeah.
incredible. That is
So
incredible.
we also have licensed practical nursing, but that's going to be for students who are graduated.
Okay.
So if they want to pursue nursing careers, they can do our LPN class post-graduation. It's an 11-month program, but once they graduate from there, then they can go straight to a hospital and start working.
Wow. That's incredible. Thanks. So for somebody that might be interested in following your footsteps and maybe looking at a career in higher education or anything after graduation, what would you say is a skill set that someone might need to be a recruiter or be an advisor?
I think attitude, positivity, willingness to work hard, willingness to work hours that are not necessarily 8 to 5. You know, there's a lot of times where we work nights and we work weekends. But really probably trying to find something that you truly love, that you're passionate about, that you're able to share, and it's easy.
Absolutely.
That's the easiest part of my job, is just knowing that, you know, we make a difference in every student that comes across, and seeing our students come through, be successful, and go out and start their careers and then have their families, and just know that it started with us at ICTC.
Absolutely. That's so great. So, what's some advice that you might give a student that was a senior saying, okay, I know I want to go into education, but I don't really know what to do? What would how would you advise them?
Oh, I would advise, if you're wanting to go into education, I would definitely say, start, if you don't know which avenue you want to go down, if you don't know if you want to be a history teacher or science teacher, or if you want to end up in higher ed, you know, definitely start with those basic education classes. Get your feet wet, and then kind of see where your heart guides you. Because you'll be, you know, just as much as I do, once you get in there and you start seeing all the doors that can actually open, you really realize that your little door that you opened is just little. So go and find the big door, open it, and then see where your passion is.
That's so good. So even just knowing you as a friend, just knowing that you are relational, that you're a great communicator, that you care about students, and I think it's also important just that students know that that skill set can follow you in any realm of education, but those are kind of the basis. I mean, you're a great communicator and you deeply care about students, so I think that's huge.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so looking back, what do you wish you had known?
Oh, looking back.
Yeah.
I wish that I would have known, honestly, I wish I would have known that my job was out there. I think that, you know, coming from a really small town, which we have those here, my little hometown is surrounded by nothing but dirt and pump jacks. So there's really, you either work in the oil field or you go be a teacher, or you can be a police officer. But even our police department was really little. So, you know, it was just kind of like, well, I want to be a teacher. You know, I think I have that heart. But I just didn't know. I didn't know that door was there. I didn't know, you know, going into college. I went. I knew what I was going to kind of do, and then I stayed the path. But just having these opportunities to have these little interviews and spread the word to our students about all the possible jobs that are out there is amazing. But I just didn't know truly that even this job existed. So.
Yeah. That's really good. That's really good. So just to finish it, just because the students may click on some of the other ICTC instructor interviews, and obviously they aren't the recruiter, so they don't know as much. Tell us about, for a high school student that may want to go into one of the programs that you mentioned, what is the cost associated with that?
So as a high school student, if a student's eligible to apply their 10th grade year, so the fall of their 10th grade year, or spring, sorry, we'll start the application process. Apply early. So application deadline, it doesn't really exist, but we have a priority deadline. Okay. So January 31st is our priority deadline. Apply by then for best chance. We unfortunately don't get to take everybody that applies. We only have a limited amount of spots. So 18 spots in the morning and 18 in the afternoon is what I have for each class. So applying early. But the key things are making sure you have really good attendance. Okay. And good attendance to me and good attendance to students is really different. So I say 3 or less is the key. Even if you have a doctor's note, we are really strict on attendance to get ready for work. So attendance is really high on points. Good grades is important, but also knocking that interview with the instructor and myself out of the park is really good.
That's great. That's great. And so for a high school student, is there cost associated with that?
There is not. So as a high school student, no tuition fees. The only thing that they would have to pay for is cosmetology has a kit. It's a pretty pricey kit. It's about $380 right now. However, that kit goes with them. So you'd be able to take that kit, go to your first booth, and get started.
Okay.
HCC Long-Term Care also has a little bit of a cost, under $100, but that's going to pay for a background check, a few little ins and outs, and some dues. So it's really minimal, but tuition-wise, completely free as long as they're in high school.
Wow.
Now, if a student applies maybe their senior year, they can come to us the year after and receive a senior scholarship. So that tuition would still be free for that first year.
Wow.
So it would still be covered.
That's incredible. It's just an incredible opportunity for students that may want to pursue a career and not have the debt associated with that and have great
Absolutely.
earning potential. So anyway, well, thank you, Glennis, so much for your time.
Stephanie, thank you.
Uh-huh.